Assalamualaikum, I'm Masrini Masri. Selangor Police Chief Datuk Mazlan Mansor today said a 38-year-old man died in hospital last night after he was found unconscious in a cell at the Shah Alam centralised lockup where he was being detained. In a statement, he said the man, who was being held under the Security Offences Special Measures Act 2012 or SOSMA, was certified dead at the Shah Alam Hospital at 9:05 a.m. after efforts to revive him failed. A post-mortem will be conducted to ascertain the cause of death. Datuk Mazlan also said that the Petaling District Health Office would conduct an examination today of the lockup, all other detainees and the staff there. The search and rescue SAR operation for the missing crew of MV Geos, which caught fire yesterday, continued today in the vessel itself. MIRI, Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency, MMEA Director Maritime Captain Mat Fauzi Othman said the search and rescue for Muhammad Saiful Ashnar, 31, was assisted by the MIRI Fire and Rescue Department. Mat Fauzi in a statement said Wednesday SAR operation focuses in MV Geos itself because according to crew members who were saved, Muhammad Saiful Ashnar was not around during the head count by the captain. He said the search for the victim in waters around the area was still continued using assets belonging to the agency, the Royal Malaysian Navy and Petronas. The MV Geos, with 39 crew on board, caught fire at about 3:15 a.m. Tuesday. 38 of the crew members were rescued. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak today performed the groundbreaking for the One Malaysia People's Housing or PRIMA at Teluk Intan project, comprising 957 residential units at Batu Empat, Jalan Cangkat Jong. The RM232 million project is expected to meet the needs of the M40 or middle 40% income group in Teluk Intan. The single-storey and double-storey houses costing between RM185,000 and RM250,000 are all scheduled for completion in 2020. The first phase comprises 523 units of single-storey houses that cost not more than RM200,000 per unit. PRIMA Chief Executive Officer Dato' Abdul Muttalib Alias, in his speech at the event, said the project was in a strategic location adjacent to Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris, UPSI, and the first phase was expected to be completed by end of this year. He said the project will help improve the socio-economic status of the local population. Perak Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir and Plantation Industries and Commodities Minister Datuk Seri Masiu Kiong, who was the Teluk Intan MP in the last parliament, were also present at the event. It is learned that about 6,000 people have applied for the PRIMA at Teluk Intan housing units. Lembaga Tabung Haji TH has defended its purchase of land for development in the Tun Razak Exchange or TRX, regarding it as a commercial property transaction that will give good returns to both the pilgrimage fund and depositors. In a statement released Tuesday, TH said the real estate investment in TRX was one of the asset allocation strategies for TH, which focused on domestic investment as well as enhancing strategic exposure in property sector to generate recurring income and optimize group performance. To counter allegations by certain quarters over the issue, TH added that the investment was also a TH mission to ensure the continuity and involvement of Muslims in the economic development in TRX. TH said proceeds from the ongoing development would benefit its more than 9 million depositors through the free pilgrimage services in the Holy Land, Hajj subsidies, annual Hibah distribution and Hajj Hibah. Elaborating on the chronology of the purchase, TH added the 1.56 acres of land at a premium location was obtained in 2015 at a price of R189 million or R2,774 per square foot, in which the then purchase price was below the market value. It said currently the TH land value in TRX soared to 205 million ringgit or 3,002 ringgit per square foot, namely an increase of 8.2% as compared to the purchase price, which showed good returns within a short period of time. TH said it planned to develop the land with a projected gross development value of approximately 900 million ringgit. In a statement, TH Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Datuk Sri Johan Abdullah said the purchase of the land was based on long-term ratings. He said TRX will become an international financial hub encompassing business and finance conglomerates as well as development of world-class infrastructure facilities. Maybank sees online banking transactions through its reimagined Maybank to You website this year jumps to 6.4 billion from 4.27 billion transactions involving 318 billion ringgit in 2017. Its group head Community Financial Services, Datuk Lim Hong Tat, said the increased usage of smartphones and mobile banking boosted growth in its online transaction by 49% last year. Overall, there are 10.6 million active users on Maybank to You, and the number is expected to grow up to 30% annually. As a leader in mobile banking, 99.6% of its consumer banking payments and transfers was conducted over online and self-service platforms. Transactions via Maybank to You has reached 20 million transactions per day during its peak period.
This platform also will help us to propel our leadership position in all the markets we operate in ASEAN. Especially after this, we will probably focus on Indonesia, Singapore, and the other market which is big for us.
Speaking to reporters during the preview of the new website on Tuesday, Datuk Lim said the new Maybank to You website will be launched in Malaysia on April 19th. By end of this year or early next year, the new website will be made available for Indonesia and Singapore customers. As of now, about 660,000 of its customers in Indonesia and 275,000 customers in Singapore are utilizing the online banking platform. The newly launched website comes with a complete change of user interface and offers an enhanced experience when transacting. It has also been simplified by taking into account the personalized needs and feedback from customers. New initiatives will also be rolled out in phases.
Brings you the latest in current affairs, lifestyle and entertainment, as well as one-on-one discussions with fascinating personalities. Only on Bernama News Channel.
Welcome back. The World Surf League cancelled the remainder of its Margaret River Pro event in Australia on Wednesday after a pair of shark attacks near the competition site. Following two attacks that took place in nearby Gracetown on Monday, approximately 6 kilometres away from primary competition site. At main break, the World Surf League met with surfers and officials and decided to end the event. Citing exceptional and unique circumstances surrounding the event, the World Surf League Commissioner, Kieran Perrow, said they decided to end the competition to ensure the safety of the surfers.
WSL has made a difficult decision to cancel the rest of the Margaret River Pro due to the exceptional circumstances surrounding sharks and the safety of our surfers. We take the safety of our surfers extremely seriously, and this decision was really difficult. It was a difficult one to make.
The attacks on Monday at Gracetown occurred just hours apart and left one surfer needing surgery on both legs, while another was bitten on the leg but able to walk to an ambulance. After an examination of the men's surfboards, it was determined that a great white shark was involved in both incidents. But it was not clear if the same shark was responsible for the attacks. The competitive structure allows for points distribution in the event of a cancellation, but organisers have not ruled out potentially completing the events elsewhere during the season. The latest on developments in Syria. Russia on Tuesday rejected a draft UN resolution on Syria proposed by the United States, Britain and France, calling it untimely and unnecessary. The three Western allies are pushing for the Security Council to approve a resolution which calls for a political solution to Syria's 7-year conflict. The resolution would also form a new body to assess blame for chemical attacks and provide humanitarian access. Russia's ambassador to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzia, said there was no need for a new independent body to determine responsibility for chemical attacks because the West had attributed the guilt and they already punished the culprits with the strikes.
We said that really this effort now is untimely. Now they are saying that we are not pressing you, we will be discussing, but still it doesn't change anything. I mean, we have it all in all the resolutions that existed before. We had the political resolution, we have a number of humanitarian ones, including 2401, and with the mechanism, with the attributive mechanism that they are pressing for, they are the attributive mechanism. They attributed the guilt and they already punished the culprits. Why do they need any attributive mechanism anymore?
Meanwhile, Syria's UN ambassador Bashar Jafari told the UN Security Council on Tuesday that a UN security team has visited Damascus suburb of Douma to decide whether investigators from the International Chemical Weapons Watchdog can visit the site of a suspected chemical weapons attack. He said if the team decides the situation is sound, the fact-finding mission from the organization for the prohibition of chemical weapons will start work there on Wednesday. Jafari said Syria's government has done all that it can do to facilitate the work of this mission, and it is up to the UN security team and the OPCW to give a green light for the investigators to enter Douma. According to him, the OPCW mission has been working in Damascus, including listening to the statements from some witnesses about the alleged incident. And British officials on Tuesday said the nerve agent used on former Russian spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia was delivered in liquid form. They also revealed that it will take months to clean up the toxic trail the poison left around the city of Salisbury. They said the Skripals were poisoned with a military-grade nerve agent that was smeared on a door handle at Sergei Skripal's house. The UK Environment Department said 9 sites needed specialist cleaning, including a restaurant visited by the Skripals on March 4th, the day they were found unconscious on a park bench in the city in southwest England. Alistair Cunningham from the local council's Recovery Coordination Group told British broadcaster Sky News that the liquid would be treated with a caustic cleaner as opposed to it being washed away.
With the liquid, it will be treated with a caustic cleaning agent to break it down. It won't be washed away. It won't be diluted into the watercourse. It will be treated and broken down to harmless substance, and contaminated material will be removed as necessary.
About 190 specially trained troops are assisting environmental, health and defence officials with the cleanup. An expert told Sky the liquid application of the nerve agents would have been preferable as it eliminated the risk of the assailant being contaminated by dust coming off any solid form.
It's probably an easier way to be able to apply it to surfaces than with a solid, and indeed solids always give off dust and you don't need very much of this material to be contaminated and poisoned yourselves.
Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia were hospitalized for weeks in critical condition following the attack. Yulia was released last week from Salisbury District Hospital, where her father continues to be treated. British officials say the Russian government was behind the attack using a Soviet-developed type of nerve agent known as Novichok. The International Chemical Weapons Watchdog, the OPCW, has confirmed that a Novichok agent of high purity was used, although it was not identified where it was made. Russia denies involvement in the attack and has accused Britain of failing to share its evidence. The poisoning has sparked a Cold War-style diplomatic crisis between Russia and the West, including the expulsion of hundreds of diplomats from the two sides.
And wildfires, which have killed 2 people in western Oklahoma, could spread and more could ignite as wind gusts of up to more than 60 kilometers per hour on Tuesday. A U.S. forestry official has warned firefighters battling the wildfires of dangerous and life-threatening conditions.
Forecasters warn that gusty winds and low humidity in drought-stricken areas will create dangerous fire conditions. By Tuesday afternoon, temperatures had reached 31 degrees Celsius with humidity at 6%. Wind gusts forecast to hit 64 kilometers per hour on the day. The National Weather Service issued red flag fire warnings for the region through Tuesday. Emergency management officers reported that 2 people in Oklahoma have died in the fires and 9 others have been taken to hospitals for smoke inhalation or heat-related injuries. Oklahoma Forestry Services reported on Tuesday that the largest of the Oklahoma fires has burned more than 1,000 square kilometers near Leedy, about 180 kilometers northwest of Oklahoma City, and was about 3% contained. Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin has declared a state of emergency for 52 of the state's 77 counties because of the wildfires and critical conditions for more fires to start. Western Oklahoma has had no significant rainfall in more than 150 days, while the relative humidity is extremely low.
The districts of Cho Ai Rong in Narathiwat will become the first district in southern Thailand to be accorded safety zone status in a bid to bring long-lasting peace to the region, which saw armed conflict since 2004. Thailand's Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha, who announced the selection of the district, said such status will be part of an effort to instill confidence and sincerity among the opposing sides.
Speaking to the media about the latest initiative following the cabinet meeting at Government House on Tuesday, Prayut, however, did not disclose when the safety zone status would become effective. Nevertheless, he urged armed groups to refrain from committing any violent act in the area which could invite reactions from security forces and put the latest initiative in peril. Violence in southern Thailand, he said, could be kept in check if there was no armed clash. Bangkok and Marapatani, an umbrella body representing several armed groups in southern Thailand, have been engaging in peace talks facilitated by the Malaysian government. The creation and implementation of the safety zone, first in Cho Ai Rong and followed by other districts, will be one of the most tangible success of the peace talk since it was launched under the current Thai administration more than 3 years ago. Cho Ai Rong saw one of the most violent incidents in 2016 when about 50 heavily armed men briefly overtook a district hospital, sparking intense gunfights with members of security forces, which left 7 people injured. Nearly 7,000 people died since the violence in southern Thailand erupted in 2004.
Hello.
Saya di sini.
Ni rumah awak ke?
Taklah, sewa je.
Habis tu bila awak nak beli?
Tengah simpan duit lah. Mungkin tahun ni.
Dah tahu ke?
Tahu apa?
Projek perumahan Prima yang bagus tu. Kita ada rumah setingkat, kita ada rumah teres. Dan rumah pun tiket tingkat. Tapi apartmen lah, bukan banglo.
Tahulah. Tapi berapa banyak rumah yang ada?
Ada banyak, jangan risau. Untuk bajet tahun 2018, hampir 2.2 bilion disalurkan kepada perumahan mampu milik macam ni. Untuk golongan muda macam kita lah.
Macam kita je.
Sabar, semua rakyat Malaysia berpeluang untuk ada rumah macam ni.
Welcome back. The Jimat Belanja Dapur JBD program organised by the Federal Agricultural Marketing Authority of Pharma received encouraging response with a sale of 30.5 million ringgit in 3 months and savings of 4 million ringgit. Its Director General, Dato' Ahmad Ishak, said the figures were based on Pharma's records from January 1st to March 2018.
Daripada nilai jualan yang kita buat tu, apa jumlah penjimatan kepada pengguna? Penjimatannya hampir 4 juta. Maksud saya, patutnya barang tu dijual, patutnya nilai dia 34 juta. Tapi dengan penjimatan yang kita kira pada purata hampir 15%, jadi pengguna yang pergi ke tempat-tempat ini dapat menjimatkan hampir 4 juta. Ini adalah asas pada indikator pelaksanaan pencapaian program jimat belanja dapur yang kita buat ni.
JBD was launched in 2014 to help the people tackle the cost of living. It involves 27 commodities which are sold 5 to 20% lower than the market price. Speaking to reporters after handing over the 2018 Excellent Service and Jasa Mudi Kendang Awards to Pharma staff on Tuesday, Dato' Ahmad said the federal territories of Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya recorded the highest JBD sale at 7.04 million ringgit, followed by Selangor 6.05 million ringgit, Johor 3.51 million ringgit, Kedah 2.51 million ringgit, and Kelantan 2.27 million ringgit.
Kategori barang yang kita jual di bawah program jimat belanja dapur ni ada 27 hari ini, iaitu sayuran, barang kering atau barang kawalan seperti tepung, gula, minyak, termasuklah barang-barang kering, bawang. Begitu juga dengan ikan dan ayam serta barang-barang industri asas tani. Jadi ada barang yang mungkin antara 5%, ada barang yang mungkin 20%.
JBD is implemented in 2,000 locations nationwide, namely 820 farmers markets, 6 My Farm outlets, 110 One Malaysia People's Agro Bazaars, 426 Agro Bazaar People's Stores, and in Jualan Sentuhan Rakyat sales programs in the town and rural areas.
It has been a tradition for hotels in the country to provide fascinating promotions for customers to enjoy breaking of fast comes the month of Ramadan. With the concept of Ramadan Bazaar offered by Sunway Resort Hotel and Spa, over 400 dishes await customers for breaking of fast at the hotel's Resort Cafe restaurant.
Good news for the king of fruit fans. The hotel also serves varieties of durian-based desserts such as durian pizza, ice cream and iced kacang.
Durian it's very symbolized because it's also the season during the Puasa month itself. So instead of just the fruits itself, we're expanding it more to have variety so people can come and enjoy the durian, not just as a fruit, but as a dessert by itself. So it's very synonymous to us in Malaysia with durian.
The Resort Cafe can accommodate up to 600 customers for breaking of fast daily. For the main menu, oxtail asam pedas and bamboo biryani is one of the new menus that is improvised as an attraction.
Biasanya asam pedas ni kita serve dengan ayam, kita serve ikan, daging ataupun seafood. So kita olahkan dia balik. So olahkan dia kepada ekor. So dalam masa yang sama kita serve dengan Arabic break, pita break. So sama ada dia boleh makan dengan nasi ataupun pita break yang kita sediakan.
Maintaining the Jemput Makan theme, the main and exclusive dishes for this year's buffet is gearbox soup and kambing golek, while introducing the latest concept that includes 9 stations such as Stesen Nasi, Stesen Bakar and Stesen Kawah. Special rates for advance bookings are RM98 for 17 to 23rd May 2018 and 11 June until 14 June 2018, while direct payment is at RM178.
And that's all for now. I'm Masrini Masri. Thanks for watching Bernama News Channel, all about you. Assalamualaikum.